Hey Josh, it's Tuesday, and I swear I will never know when this thing actually starts. But first off, to answer your question from last week, I didn't really do a whole lot. This past week had school and work. That was about it. Probably played some video games somewhere in between. I don't really remember. But something that I do remember was that on Friday I had another session for my smaller group, and it is actually a smaller group now because we only have like 5 people that are actually showing up normally. So it's like we finally have a normal sized party with that group. Yay! But anyway, that's what I'm gonna be talking about for this video, because it has been a while since I've had a Dungeons & Dragons video, and yeah, there was some pretty funny stuff that happened in this most recent one. um, but so, I'm sure I've stated it before, but for that campaign we're doing, well, at the moment we're doing Tales of the Yawning Portal, Tales from the Yawning Portal, one of those two, I don't quite remember. But it's sorry. We're doing I think it's the first. Sorry again. I swear, every time I start these videos, it's just my stomach is just like hot. Nope. Anyway, but we were about to finish the first part of that campaign. So that was sorry. So yeah, we were supposed to finish it, but things happened and we didn't get to the final boss for reasons that I will speak about in a moment. Um, but probably the best thing that happened was that we actually had another person come in, another friend of ours. His name is Theo, and he is playing a Furbolg barbarian, Path of the Totem Warrior, I think is what it's called. So yeah, he um he is definitely an interesting barbarian. Um, he is filled with sexual tension, according to Theo, and it definitely showed. So the first thing that our Furbolg barbarian named Mountain Bob did, that really showed off the sexual tension, was that during a short rest, one of the things that he did was that he asked if anybody wanted to snuggle, because I don't remember the exact words that he used, but they were hilarious. um, I think that it was something along the lines of the best way to pass time during a short rest is to snuggle or something like that, which that was hilarious. Then later in the dungeon that we were in, there was some weird puzzle thing where basically he had to stand on a pedestal, where you have to stand on a pedestal and say something out loud. I don't remember exactly what it was. But so Mountain Bob went ahead and stood on the pedestal and said the magic words, and some magical fire sprouted up that gave him advantage on all charisma checks for the next 24 hours. And so we made the joke that it was basically 24-hour Viagra, is essentially what it was. Because he, I don't remember how it got started, but basically after this fire surrounded Bob, our half orc not barbarian, paladin of conquest, Um, or Conquest, Paladin, Conquest, same difference. Saw that he was getting surrounded by this fire and was just like, oh shit, I should save this guy. And so he ran and tried to tackle him out, completely failed a strength check. And so basically what we determined was that as soon as the fire went down, Mountain Bob was holding Abbasid, I think is his name. I have it written down. Yeah, Abbasid, who is, like I said, our paladin, in his arms, like in bridal style, and basically we determined that that was when their relationship came into fruition. Like, they are now lovers, apparently, now. um, so another funny thing that happened was that, our barbarian failed his arcana check, I think is what it was that he was doing, to see if there was any magic or anything around, and so Thomas, who is the DM for it, was just like, yeah, you sense some magic coming from this wall over here, and so, actually, I don't know if he crit failed, but he rolled really low, and so he went over and started hacking at it with the weapon that I'm sure I've stated in previous videos, but I'm gonna state it again anyway. His sickle-handed glaive that does 2d10 damage. So that was a thing. And so he just started hacking away at this wall, and then our barbarian saw this and was just like, "Oh, that looks like fun," and started doing it himself. And so that was a funny thing that happened. But so anyway, that's enough of Mountain Bob and Abbasid's love story. That's still better than Twilight. Um, and the reason why we didn't get to the final boss, and one of the reasons why I think that was probably one of the best sessions we've had with that campaign, our alignments went against it, and we decided that we're starting to focus more on roleplay for for all three of our groups with that group of people. And so none of us had been told, oh hey, this is a thing that's going on, would you guys mind stopping it? None of us were told about that. And we only have one person that was a lawful good that was just like, hey guys, we really need to stop these people before they get any worse. And so all of our other characters were just like, well, we weren't told about this, we aren't prepared at all either for this, because we just caught a quick glimpse of everything that was going on in it, and it was some pretty serious stuff that we were about to go up against. And so we decided to head back to town with the information that we had so far, and we were going to give it to the Baron, tell him what we saw down there, and see what happens after that. So that was really cool, and that we actually did, or that our alignments actually came in handy for once, because it's like a lot of time people are just like, oh, alignments don't really matter anymore in 5th edition, there's not really much to do with it, but definitely it helps with roleplay aspect. So Josh, my question for you, what is the best roleplay experience that you've had with your with any Dungeons and Dragons characters or campaigns? So that'll do it for this video. It's gone on pretty long, per usual for my Dungeons and Dragons videos. But anyway, Josh, I will see you on Friday. Later, bro.